So hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. You might remember in my last video I said that I really enjoyed getting back to reading and things, so I thought I'd bring that onto my channel. So let's review The Sword of Night and Day by David Gemmel. So this is the first book that I've read by David Gemmel. I was lent this one by someone that I work with. It's his favourite book and I can see why it's a nice enjoyable read. So this book follows on about 1,000 years after the previous book, which I think was called The White Wolf or something. It follows Skilgannon, the Damned, as he is brought back to life to fulfil a prophecy and basically overturn the new evil that's come up in the land. This is book 2 of The Damned, and I think it's book 11 of the Drenare series by David Gemmel. I don't know too much about it. As I said, I haven't read any of the other books, but you can read it as a standalone one. I understood all this backstory without reading anything about it. I literally just picked it up and read it, and for that reason I would recommend it. It's a nice story to get on with and read. There's magic, there's basically reincarnation and rebirth. There is kind of like werewolves. They call them the joinings, so they're basically part man, part beast, that they've basically just been melded together. It's just a really nice kind of adventure, almost like adventure book. There's a little bit of love interest in there. It's not too much. It is kind of basically just a standard fantasy. It is just a nice enjoyable read. I will say it's not like super powerful, oh my god, I am so obsessed with this story and all the characters, I love them. It took me a few days to get through. I will say some of the dialogue is a little bit blocky, and it does take a bit to get into the rhythm of it. Yeah, it's not like standard speech. It does feel a little bit overwritten, but I don't know whether that is the aim of David Gemmel and the way he's written it is to sound like an archaic language, or very formal. It's not how that you naturally talk. But once you get past that and you get used to it, it's just a nice read. I personally haven't read any other David Gemmel books, so I don't know how it compares to everything else. The one thing I will say is I want to be in the pack, and if you read this book you will understand what I mean by that. Yeah, obviously I wouldn't pay full price for it necessarily, but if you come across it secondhand or it comes up cheap on the Kindle or anything, then I would buy it. It is a good read. I'd love to know what else you'd love me to read and review. Any suggestions are welcome, and if you did like this video, don't forget to click like and subscribe, and I will hopefully do more of these in the future. Alright, cheers, bye!